So there's the Conrad. It went up. That was the Asian Megathing Resort, what was supposed to be there by the Asians. Here's the Blue Lafountain towering right there. You can't see it, but it's right up there. I can't turn the camera. Sitting right at the top right here. What's so significant about it? Okay. The Florida-based company tried to open the Blue Lafountain before it was time. They went bankrupt when the markets fell. So I think Warren Buffett bought it, emptied it, and also Stratosphere owner took a shot at it, emptied it. They made some money, but they didn't make hardly nothing because it was pennies on the dollar. I think it's over $3 million. It was a $1 billion project, somewhere in the line of that. And 10 years, it sat there like a ghost. The convention center was not through. No one knew that the convention center was going to extend to the Strip. But the Blue Lafountain got lucky and got their property back. I don't think the Stratosphere owner knew that the convention center was going to go for. And I don't think Warren Buffett knew. So even if you're rich, if you don't check the city plans, check the realtors' 5-year plans out, 5-year, 10 years, you're kidding yourself. They have the plans. So they came back and bought the thing. The Blue Lafountain, original owners, some Miami investors, saw the timing on the convention center. They purchased it back, even though it got tossed up in several owners' hands. Escrow was doing the different titles and things like that. And there is the Blue Lafountain with them lights on. Now notice how many lights is on. Notice it. If I can get you to see it, it's hard to see it. I'm on a bus. It's lights on, baby. And I mean lights on. Look at all them rooms booked. Now that's timeshare out for rentals every night. I can't explain it to you. You can't even really see it. There. Very hard to show you this picture. Okay. Nevertheless, that land sat there for 10 years. An empty shell. Now look at it. With all the lights on. Some of you guys out there, first you got to get a group of people, investors. 10 friends that got your back financially. And then you got to go to new developments, call realtors, town, city halls, and find out where the plans are. If the Stratosphere would have known that the convention center was going to extend out, why would he sell it? Because now it's worth billions of dollars like it was in its first state. And the original company got it back. Now they make a cash, that's a cash cow right now. Because people are tired of staying in Westgate, which is to my right, on the other side of the street. They want to try something new, so they're going to go there. And most of the lights on. The last time I came, most of the lights on. Everyone wants to try it. And the Miami investors hit a lick. Why? First of all, it took patience, long suffering to set on property after you spent millions and millions of dollars and half constructed for 10 years. But investors know if you can get the city plans 5 years out or 10 years, then you'll know where to buy a parcel of land and do a ground lease. Ground lease just simply means, like the Sahara, the landowner probably did not sell the Sahara the land. They could have, but more importantly, most of the Strip is ground leased. You do 150-year, 100-year ground lease. It goes in a trust down to the 3rd and 4th generation. It is money that would be needed for the innovators and creators for the new generation coming in as they maximize their phones, these 2-year-olds and stuff like that. Indentured servitude will drain your energy if you are a creator or innovator, because you can spend that energy focused on witty inventions and multiplying forward the future, the people. Like one young man, Feed the Children, had shown us he wanted to build robots to clean people's houses. Here's the bottom line. Land ownership is more stronger than home ownership and estate ownership. Bottom line. All these people are getting paid from commercial or ground leasing. If you were here before this was built and you owned a piece of land here, you could have rented to the stratosphere for 150 years, maybe 200. Who knows how long it'd be there? While you dead, your children will be getting a check every month for the ground lease. Land, when it's scarce, an abundance of water and overpopulation, if you do your math right, and if you know anything about assets, land is the most precious asset. That's why they go to war to get the resources. So do yourself a favor. Get your 10 friends over the next 10 years, about 2033. 2 are better than 1. In 1933, Father Divine, you can Google him, took a collection plate and bought up most of the land down in Harlem, remodeled, got condos. He housed his whole congregation. They ate lavish, while individuals was in soup lines. 2 are better than 1. So if you can 10 times yourself, pick yourself up 10 times, find 10 like-minded people, and go long term. You're going to need the Holy Spirit to be able to restrain yourself from emotional bullshit, if I can say it like that. That severs relationships long term, Charles Schwab. And why is that? Because this man at the stratosphere got impatient. He was the owner of that Blue Lafountain. I know he's shooting himself a million times over, because had he known that the convention center was going to extend, why would you sell it? Unless he needed immediate money. At one time he owned it, he'd be doubled down, multiplying his strategies on the strip. And not only that, that's a big payer right there. You see all of the lights on.
I've been pushing the side button.
So it's up to you.
Pushing it. Thank you.
I'm talking to Crips, Bloods, I'm talking to gangs, I'm talking to cartels, I'm talking to... Why not go straight? And just remember this. For my LA brothers. I'm South Central LA. Part of Baby Crips back in 1971. And Baby Bay, Young Blood the Third. And we got them out the Western Surplus, Gas. And as gangs grew and divisions came, things happened. 1971, 72, 73, I banged up to 79. Then I did a flip by the Holy Spirit and started reaching out to the brothers to get them out of the game. Nipsey Hussle, he was killed by one of his own down in LA. I saw the gangs, A-Train gangsters, 60s and 90s, arch enemies, sworn enemies. Even though the A-Train and 9-0 was one gang at one time, because you got Netbone, you got Lee from 9-0, which wasn't 9-0. It was just West Side Crips, originals. And then it broke down in the neighborhood GCs. Even though it was tagging GC, we didn't understand the break off. Because I thought we were baby Crips. And the bottom line is this. Nipsey Hussle died facing the property, real estate of the commercial strip mall he was on. After he bootstrapped it and leased out the whole entire complex. But when he died, the landowner came along, didn't want the rhetoric, and boarded up the place and they had to go. The business was booming, but they had to go because they were the leasee. And because it's a leasee, there was no authority. The landowner boarded it up, blot out his memory, and when you pass by Crenshaw and look to the left, you won't see the Nipsey Hussle store, which symbolized truth, peace, and unity. Now watch the fragments. Yeah, the Panther Party leader killed. Talked about collective. Malcolm X, collective, killed. Martin Luther King, killed. Edgar Evans, killed. Oklahoma City, burned down. West Cape, Africa, you got meth and crack with the police outside the perimeters, allowing them to kill each other every night. Looks familiar? While you're minusing, do you think Kobe or Nipsey Hussle, how much you think they would pay to get 1 hour with their children? So, if you have breath and the tree has granted you the grace to get the oxygen that goes in your lungs and down your fingertips and back through, you expel the toxins that will kill you. If the tree has favored you with life, why not you? To go legit, like Nipsey, in business, because they got shook down day and night. You got any guns? Got any drugs? You got any guns? You know the protocol. And by the way, they got bunker busting bombs that can see underground. They know exactly where the drugs are coming from. They bring you Escobar. Man, there's so many cartel leaders. I don't understand the conspiracy against black males, but it damn sure is a conspiracy. Because if you want to stop drugs, you do a sanction. All you got to do is just do like you did Venezuela. You choke them out. Okay? They were dying over there in the hospitals while we embargoed, choked them out because we decided you ain't gonna give us all, we're gonna strong arm you. We're gonna watch our so-called Christian nation dealings with other nations with money. Nevertheless, if they wanted to stop drugs, they sanctioned Colombia, Bolivia, and Peru. They talk about F-13s, they talk about immigrants coming over. It's a big thing now. Meth is everywhere. But when crack was coming through Freeway Rick, coming in South Central LA, well, no big thing. Feds kicking in your door from there to Detroit, putting them wires on you 35 years. That's where the plea bargain. 100 years, my homie got 100, and he wasn't even around the dog, just by conspiracy. If it's that serious, why won't you sanction the country that produces it? Also, if you minus out a nation or people, their collective group, fragment them to become individual pill. I got my 40 acres and a mule, even though I got it through collectives. I didn't get it by an individual. Bootstrap, bullshit. No, you had some usury, gang, slaves, you had something to get that stuff. Some workers, something. So, all that talk about you could be anything you can, I bet you can't buy and top Warren Buffett when he bought Nevada Energy. Why? He got a whole financial thug group behind him, and they're ready to roll. So his money multiplies over and over. Big bank take little bank. That's the concept of individualistic capitalistic ideology. And that is with competition, because Walmart ate Sears. Therefore, we're not in this together. As they said in COVID, prices way too high. They never cut them. And you're going to have to fare for yourself over the next 10 years. By 2033, it'll be 100 years after the Great Depression. And like Father Divine pays a collection, Peyton bought up land in downtown Harlem, and they ate lavish, while people were in soup lines, individuals. The collective ate good because two are better than one. And 10 times yourself. If you fail 10 times, you can pick yourself up 10 times. If you had 10 of you, get 10 friends over the next 10 years that got your back financially. That's what Jeremiah 23 is pitching. So, it's up to you. Everything you see right now here in Las Vegas, at one time is barren land. So if you can get the land before the developers get there, ask the realtors where the new plans are for the next 5 years. Buy the partial land. You can measure out Walmart, Target, 7-Eleven, and then you purchase, and there's a law of scarcity. And you'll be just fine. God bless you. Jeremiah 23 and years. Put it in a trust and let it run down 34th generation. Break the poverty curse. Bye-bye.